James Biden and what he said. Here's an old picture of Joe, and there's James right next to him, his younger brother. GOP rep, who is this? Jason Smith. Oh, this is the other guy. Yeah. Jason Smith, the GOP. Is he the? Well, we'll see. I don't know if I'm getting the right guy. Is he the guy that it most likely to be mistaken for the grandson of Paul Lynn? Is that who this guy is? I forget. Anyways, yes. Oh, yes. We have been noticed by Wolfgang Van Halen. And he has been very nice about it. They apparently the Van Halen camp likes us a lot, and because we love them, and we celebrate Edward and everybody. Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Yeah, the Bidens all look Irish for some reason. Can't figure out why. All right. So here we go. This is.
Congressman Jason Smith, he's a Republican of Missouri, chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee. Now, this was a deposition behind closed doors. We don't have a transcript yet, but what are you
It's going to be magic. I'm sure. I can't wait. How much do you think I'm going to enjoy?
able to tell us about this?
Well, Dana, yesterday, what we saw out of James Biden is that all he focused on was protecting the family brand.
And now, those lovely folks that talk about like body language experts or whatever, we'll talk about looking up to the left. When you're aware that you're bullshitting, but you're trying to shape your bullshit for the people that you're talking to, so they won't turn on you because you need their attention or their friends or their friendship or their support or what have you. I'll turn it down a little bit. How's that?
Proven step by step, that's what they do best. Protect the family brand and sell that family brand all over the world.
Okay. The family brand is apparently trustworthiness and family values. Change my mind.
Dana, the family brand is Joe Biden. We have.
Well, here's the thing. During the period you're talking about, he wasn't in office anymore. So, honestly, you might as well be bitching about Kanye.
Numerous WhatsApp messages and also emails that came from the IRS whistleblowers that intimately showed James Biden, along with Hunter, Tony Bobulinski, Rob Walker, and other associates
in 2017 and 2018,
selling the brand
in 2017 and 18
to foreigners all over the world.
Foreigners? Really?
And the brand is Joe Biden.
Cool. In 2017 and 2018. Are you jealous that he's a brand in that regard? I mean, honestly.
So
were they selling Air Bidens?
Just to repeat the quote he gave, I've had a 50-year career in a variety of business ventures. Joe Biden never had any involvement or any direct or indirect financial interest in those activities.
He said that under oath. When you have access to his bank accounts. When you have access to the corporate bank accounts of his companies and his endeavors.
You're saying that's not true. And if so, did he lie?
Under oath, which is a crime. Tread lightly.
Well, let me just say, the IRS whistleblowers provided the Ways and Means Committee an email that
I think a simple yes would have worked.
James Biden was included in, that was talking about how they would distribute the profits from the Chinese energy company.
The CEFC deal to buy the natural gas company in 2017, 2018, which was after Joe Biden had left office and before he had declared to run again, when he had no influence to sell.
20% to James.
What the fuck are you looking at?
And 10% to the big guy. You cannot tell me that Joe Biden was not involved. Those are text messages and emails that was provided by the IRS whistle.
Yeah, that's Bobulinski wanting him in on the deal.
Whistleblowers that contradict what James Biden said on numerous accounts yesterday. Joe Biden has said all along.
So it contradicts what he's saying by your interpretation, but you're not comfortable saying he lied under oath. Why is that? Because his statement, James Biden's, was pretty fucking definitive.
That he had
Oh, thanks, Wayne. You finally got it. I might.
no knowledge of his son's business dealings, but we have Mr. Archer and numerous other individuals that have came before us where there's been
that have came
phone calls,
just back
there's
to
been
the,
dinner meetings with his business associates.
Just back to the
all of
most
it.
pointed question. Are you alleging that he's lying?
Yeah, that would be the part where it matters.
He's definitely not telling the truth. It's complete hog.
That's got to be a bit of a dodge. Why don't you just say definitely not telling the truth? Sounds like lying. Why are you scared? If these people are the worst, most corrupt, criminally crimers in the world, then why the fuck not it? Why I choose the left square, as you would.
Watch what he's saying. And so people are going to have to be held accountable. I sure hope the Justice Department is paying attention to what's happening.
Sure. Yeah. To what exactly?
Listen to President Biden, just as a reminder for everyone. This is August of 2019, right before that election. Watch here.
First of all, I have never discussed with my son or my brother or anyone else anything having to do with their businesses, period.
And then you had Hunter Biden.
Yeah, and by the way, saying hello to whoever their business partners is, not the same thing. Saying he's glad that you guys things are working out great with you guys. Cool. Excuse me. That's not the same thing.
And say this just this past December.
My father was not financially involved in my business, not as a practicing lawyer, not as a board member of Burisma, not in my partnership with a Chinese private businessman, not in my investments at home nor abroad, and certainly not as an artist.
How do those two statements from President Biden and his son?
One is more specific because it's directly going to a question that was presented by the committee itself, and a more recent allegation that directly tied money and checks from CEFC to him allegedly through his brother to Joe. So they were specifically talking about money from China going through him to get to Joe. And so he was making an even more specific statement than the broad, we didn't talk about business, he's not part of my business. And specifically going, I'm answering your charges now. You are making a charge, I'm calling bullshit.
On Hunter match up with what James Biden told you.
How does the laptop match up with hard drive?
Yesterday.
Well, let's say this first. Before the Ways and Means Committee released the IRS whistleblower information, Joe Biden continued to say he knew nothing about his son's business dealings. The day after we released the IRS whistleblower depositions, the White House then started saying Joe Biden was not involved. Then you have Hunter.
Yeah, same thing. Being more specific because your charges are getting more specific.
Moving on a few months later, saying
we made a specific allegation about money that was transferred. Therefore, that money was clearly from China and directed to him. And you're like, no, never.
That he was not financially involved. The IRS whistleblower,
because they were making a financial allegation at the time,
provided to our committee numerous examples of where Joe Biden was connected
by blood to people who made money.
Knew about Hunter Biden's business dealings, James Biden's business dealings. So that is complete.
Knew about. Sorry, run that by me again. Knew about
Hunter Biden's business.
Hold on, no, I got to back up far enough.
Provided to our committee numerous examples of where Joe Biden was connected and knew about.
Was connected because relatives and knew about.
Hunter Biden's business dealings, James Biden's business dealings. So that is complete counter.
No, it isn't.
To what James Biden said yesterday in those transcribed interviews.
All right, got about another week before Hunter's there, and we'll follow it then. Thank you, sir, for coming on today.
Yes, you literally got the president's brother in a deposition and came away with fuck all. You couldn't even say when he told you that his brother, that Joe was never involved in his business in any form for 50 years. You couldn't even say he lied. Are they psychologically incapable of using logic? They might be, Shanzhi. Shanzhi. Shanzhi? Is that, am I pronouncing it correctly? It's always hard with pinyin, you know. Now I'm getting worried. Oh yeah, me too. Totally fucking panicked about the whole thing. What did I put in there? Something else recent. Oh yeah, that's what. Okay. So this is
Jason Smith, the Republican from Missouri. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Steve Ducey. Since you sat through that waste of time, why not sit through a waste of time with us every morning on Fox and Friends?